And there it is, guys. It looks like we finally got our date for the second open beta for Guilty Gear Strive. It's going to be May 13th, approximately 14 days from now, so you have plenty of time to, get that PS4 ready to go, download the client, and be ready to play some matches come Thursday, second Thursday of May. Yeah. But yeah, they also let us know a couple of changes that's going to be in this build of the game as well. I don't think it'll be the full retail version, but it looks like they definitely adjusted according to player feedback, which is the most important thing. I've already seen a couple really good things on Twitter. So yeah, without any further ado, let's just get into it. Here we go. Let's see what they got in store for us on the second open beta test outline. All right, so yeah, the dates it's going to start is going to be May 13th at night, just like last time they had it on a Thursday. It opens up at nighttime. We will be streaming that, of course. I'll probably stream it for 2 or 3 hours depending on how that day's going. PS4, PS5 only. Everything's going to be playable except for the story mode, it looks like, and things like that. All right, playable characters. So we get everyone we got from the last beta, but we also get Anji and INO. Expect me to basically run these characters into the ground the first few days, along with some other educational content. So online modes, let's talk about it. Players can now select a dual station. There it is. They went back to what they had before. This was good. As we can see from the picture, these were designed with this was a plan B for sure. This was definitely a plan B. Because again, they figured out lobbies a long time ago. I think they wanted something a little bit more homey and community sounding, like with the addition of like this arcade-ish looking thing, right? Comes arcade culture, and they may want to start moving away from that, right? As they move away from just arcades in general, because COVID and online play is just getting so good, right? But it looks like they're gonna fall back on what they're familiar with. They have these little stations now, so that'll be cool. A remake function has been added, thank God. In the rank tower, you can rematch up to 3 times or until either player's recommended floor changes. Wow. That's going to be huge. In open park, you can rematch as many times as, oh my God, as many.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Other features of the lobby have also been improved. Okay. Battle balance adjustments. This is what I came here for. When the same move is used more than a set number of times. Interesting. I wonder what that number will be. In a combo, the opponent now falls more quickly. All right, aerial actions in general have been adjusted. Adjustments vary for each character. Using aerial attacks, double jumps, and air dashes now causes recovery on landing in general. Okay. So, jumping's still strong if you're trying to avoid certain situations in the corner, right? You can still chicken jump, as they say, right? Kind of hold up, back, and pray. But if you press a button on the way down, you're gonna run into some issues for sure, which only makes sense. This is how they have it in most games, right? But the fact that if you don't press something, that doesn't seem to be the case is gonna be very interesting, right? Because now we have this mind game of, am I gonna press a button when I come down? If so, the person that is making me jump in fear, are they gonna just guard my option, right? I don't know. We'll see. Characters now enter an airborne state later after a jump begins. Okay. So now that means that they added pre-jump frames, which is actually fucking huge. Which means what I said earlier may not even exist. You may just get hit and you're pre-jump more often now too. So this is overall, jumping is just considerably not as good anymore. You can't use it as a means of getting out of a situation as easily as you could before. The command normal forward P, yep, that is our universal anti-air attack. Let's see what they did for that. The hitbox has been expanded upwards, yes. And the hurt box has been reduced. Let's go. Buffs all around the board so far. The attack is now active for longer. Yes. This is huge. So the reason why you may feel like this is too strong in one direction, it's really not, right? Just because it's more likely that I'm going to hit you with my anti-air, my universal anti-air button, doesn't mean I have the means to properly convert off of it and scare you from doing it again, right? Without the damage, you're not going to discourage anyone from jumping, right? That's what Dragon Ball's taught us. So this actually is a very healthy change, I think. Obviously, people's anti-air game is going to get better over time, and that's where we're going to see the real effect of this take place. But right out the gate, I think this is really, really good. It's going to teach everyone, both new and old, hey, you press this, you're probably going to get this result, right? There are probably better options, right? Some characters have really good 5Ks. Some people have really good 2Hs. Yo, what is up for Mitta Guy? I know for Mitta Guy's got good 2Hs. So not only did they help anti-airs from the universal standpoint, they also did it for certain hitboxes. I mean, certain characters down heavies that were very unreliable. Some 5P, some 5Ks are going to be a lot stronger around the board. I'm really happy about this because they want the game to be more neutral focused. That's obviously the case with the wall breaks and the way the meter is working and the counter hit system. Like, it's very obvious. I don't think jumping should be completely taken out the game though. That's what I'm starting to lean on to, like, oh, how strong is jumping gonna be at all, right? I think characters like Milia aren't necessarily flustered by these changes, right? Because she already had great anti-airs, she already had good aerial mobility, so I don't think this is necessarily going to be bad for her. They didn't make, yeah, this is good. This is fine. This is totally fine. This doesn't take away from Milia, it just takes away from bad Milias, right? And other characters or other players like Play Airborne. Miss, more updates are implemented throughout the game, such as menu screens. Excellent. Online matches. Okay. The online beta 2 processes network connections for online matches with rollback style netcode. Players can enjoy. Okay, they're just basically reiterating it's going to be a fantastic online experience, just like last time. When reporting your feedback on any errors, please include the above numbers as they appear during the match. Excellent. So not only are they educating us, they're also saying, hey, now that we've educated you, you can help us. Your feedback will be more informative. If your connection was bad, obviously if you had a bad experience, that just makes sense. If the connections were good and you're experiencing issues, now we know there's definitely a problem. This is really good. This is the benefit of communicating with your player base during the development process, right? So good. This is so good. And they're definitely gonna just have to start doing this, bro, because it's really hard to what's the word, pinpoint, you know, certain qualities of your game. You know, during COVID, people can't travel between A and B. Some things are still up in the air, you know, worldwide. So this is a really good way to, like, have some help. I think people will be down to help if you just give them the means to, and they definitely did that. Okay. Notes. The open beta test 2 can only be played during the designated. That makes sense. Some of the game contents may differ from the final product. Aha. So this won't even be the final build. Excellent. A network connection is required, obviously. Save data from the open beta test cannot be carried over. Unfortunate. PlayStation Plus is not required. Holy schmoly. That means you can play this without even having to pay a dime. I've been telling everyone you just need a PS4. And it's even more so the case. You don't even need to give PlayStation any money necessarily. This is actually super huge. I don't think that'll be the case for the actual game, unfortunately. But shout outs to the boys. So that's pretty much everything. I think that's everything. I'm pretty confident. The biggest thing of note here is they went back to the little, not necessarily, they're not arcades, but they're definitely like, you go here to play game, which is what I suggested in my beta review. But yeah, as long as they don't nerf my boy Zato, we are good to go. So yeah, that's it for the little patch note situation. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next YouTube video. Say goodbye for me to guy in YouTube, to the YouTube peeps. It'll be in the video, I swear. Maybe.